December 13th. I'm so happy to see you again today, and this is Miss Sarah. I'm just checking the back of my ornament because I have forgotten to turn to our story of the day before I started taping. It is called The Teeny Weeny True King, and it is on page 116 if you guys want to follow along. So 116. Here we go. All right, anyway, this is our picture on our ornament today. It's a picture of a picture. I bet you can't say that 10 times fast. And there's some yellow stuff coming out of the picture. So we're gonna find out what that is about in our story today. So let's get started. The Teeny Weeny True King. God's people had a new land. Now they wanted a king. But God is your king, Samuel told them. He is the one who looks after you best. We want a real king, they said, one we can see. God knew a king might not be kind to his people or look after them as well as he would. But God's people didn't care. They wanted a king, and they wanted him now. So God gave him a king. He was called Saul, and he seemed like a good king at first. But he became proud and stopped listening to God. He didn't obey God or love God with his whole heart. Saul can't help me with my plan, God said. I need a king who loves me and will teach my people to love me. I need a true king. God had just the one in mind. Go to Bethlehem, God told Samuel. You'll find a king there. Samuel's job was to listen to God and tell people what he said. So Samuel went to the little town of Bethlehem. God told Samuel to go to Jesse's house. You guys remember when we talked about Jesse? He was finally here. Okay, God told Samuel to go to Jesse's house. God was going to choose one of Jesse's sons to be the new king. Jesse had 7 strong sons. Now in those days, if you were going to be king, you didn't have to be the richest or the cleverest, although that was always nice. You had to look like a king. That meant you had to be the tallest and the strongest, so you could carry the longest swords and the biggest armor and defeat everyone. And it didn't hurt to be handsome either. Samuel asked Jesse to bring him each son one at a time. So Jesse brought the oldest, tallest, strongest son. This must be the new king, Samuel thought. He looks like a king. But God didn't choose him. You're thinking about what he looks like on the outside, God told Samuel. But I'm looking at his heart, what he's like on the inside. So Jesse showed Samuel his next oldest, tallest, strongest son. But God didn't choose him either. In fact, God didn't choose any of the 7 sons. Is that all? Jesse laughed. Oh, well, there's the youngest son, but he's the weakling of the family. He's only teeny. Bring him, said Samuel. Jesse's youngest son came running up, and God spoke quietly to Samuel. This is the one. His name is David. His heart is like mine, God said. It's full of love. He will help me with my secret rescue plan. And one of his children's children will be the king. And the king will rule the world forever. Samuel anointed David's head with oil, which was a special way to show that you were God's chosen king. You will be the new king one day, Samuel told him. And sure enough, when he grew up, David became king. And God chose David to be king because God was getting his people ready for an even greater king who was coming. Once again, God would say, go to Bethlehem. You'll find the new king there. And there, one starry night in Bethlehem, in the town of David, 3 wise men would find him. And that is the end of our story, guys. So this picture of a picture, is the pitcher of oil that Samuel used to anoint Jesse's head. So that's how we can remember David, who was the son of Jesse and in the line of Jesus. So another one of Jesus's family members. We can hang it right here. All right, guys. I love you very much, and Merry Christmas. I will see you tomorrow.